severed arm, that can be a friend. You can play patty cake. You can get lots of high fives.
This season, the story is so clearly defined. This season, we really had a lot of fun, and we really pushed the envelope. When we start the season, the portal to hell has been opened, and the land of the dead has invaded the land of the living for time without end, or so it appears to Evie and Stan.
Oh my!
Remember,
look at that camera.
Into camera.
Dramatic.
Oh, sorry.
Nice try, Dana. Great.
Dude, I'm not home.
I think that with my cheery disposition and with making everything into either a friend, like even if it's just like an arm, a severed arm, that can be a friend. You can play patty cake. You can get lots of high fives. Yeah, I think Denise would probably make the best of it.
Yeah, probably Leon next. I mean, Leon
would get weird.
He rolls with the punches.
It would be weird.
Yeah, I have a badge and I have a thing to do every morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still, you gotta enforce hell.
Hi, how are you?
The beautiful thing about the cast is that you know, for Stan, he always has ballast in Denise or Evie, and Evie always has ballast in Stan or Leon. So there's always a Costello to the Abbott.
And I was gonna say, we've seen what Leon is like when he does understand the stakes, and that's of no use at all. It's mostly just high-pitched screaming. So the less he knows, the better. I think the more helpful he is.
Yeah, I know Dana's inspiration for the character, it's always been Don Knotts, and personally, my inspiration is Michael Chiklis. And together,
Don Knotts, who thinks he's Michael Chiklis.
Yeah, it's that balance that you gotta find.
Nice.
Tight. I don't think you've ever said that before, but it makes my heart giggle.
Season 3, you can start letting out your secrets.
Yeah.
And wrestle.
In all honesty, most of the funny things that Stan says are either stuff my dad said that I remember or stuff John improvises. I have very, very little to do with it. It's a very organic. It comes from a lot of places. The one thing that Stan says that people quote a lot is "Don't crap an apple," which is something my dad has said. Don't crap an apple.
I like when Dana writes kind of a Preston Sturgis syncopation that he did a bunch this year with Janet and I, where it's just ping pong volleys at net, and there's really zero fat in the scene, and Janet's so agile and so nimble that we can go anywhere we want, and then Dana puts it, you know, it's 11 syllables for each person, and you got a volley, and that feels like really fun stuff.
Yeah, that's really great. It's really fun to write, and to have a cast that can do it. The fascinating thing about John is he's a character actor, and he does something that I thought I was an actor until I met John. Then I realized I was a writer who acted. John builds these characters. He takes the text and he does the work, and he creates a three-dimensional person.
I practiced really, really hard on my vocal skills this year, because I'm sure you want to hear this voice sing, so maybe you will, maybe you won't hear it sing. I'm really excited. I actually just saw a clip of something wonderful, and that's the one thing that I was most excited about, because I put a lot of hard work into it. My neighbors in Atlanta were not happy with me, with the hours that I spent working on my songs. Oh, but it's a dream. You're going to love it.
I love that we did our little X-Files Night Stalker nod. I think fans are going to love that. And I'm a big Godzilla movie fan. And for a little supernatural show in New England to effectively pull off a Godzilla homage is no small feat.
And we have crazy amazing guest stars. We have some returning guest stars. We have new guest stars.
Yeah, David Koechner, Scott Adsit, Maria Bamford.
Christopher Mintz-Plasse. Scott Adsit, did you say that already?
Scott Adsit, Matt Bronger. We have Eddie Pepitone. We really used our Christmas lists. Yeah.
I get to kill again this season.
Yeah.
That's also really big. Just wanted to put it out there. Yeah. Singing and killing.
Singing and killing.
The two most important qualities of
Season 3.
life. Yeah.